last lesson in media, we watched an extract of Luther, the opening 2 minutes, I believe, where it was a woman coming home and she could sense something wasn't right in her house. So we saw her go to the kitchen, do her usual routine, make a cup of coffee. But then as she was going into her bedroom and started to get changed, she noticed something wasn't right. So she had hesitation in her movements, and that was shown with the camera effect of the point of view shot under the bed, where you can see her leg dangling, which shows hesitation, that she knows that her sixth sense is kicking in. And yeah, so we watched Luther a couple of times before we started drawing or writing, depending on what you preferred. And then we had to start drawing it out and making sure you got the movement in, because it could still be the same shot, like the frame, like mid-shot, close-up, but it has movement in it. For example, the first frame, where she's moving from the front of the kitchen to the back, I think, and she's grabbing her cup of coffee, it's still the same frame camera shot, but it's still the same, well, it's movement. So you had to include that into it, which was a bit difficult because you wouldn't realise when you was drawing it, so you had to quickly change that. What else? At the moment, it seems quite good about storyboarding. It seems capable, that you can do it, but it's can be quite difficult to learn the terms, although I think I'm coming along with them quite well already, as when I'm watching telly now, like a soap or just general telly, or even on YouTube, which a lot of people do now, you notice a lot of effects they do, and camera shots and camera tricks and techniques. For example, the match on action one, the 180-degree rule, you can notice them a lot and how they are used. The Luther clip was a good idea for Miss to show us, because we could see how an opening 2 minutes is, as it will link to our real film, but it can make us a bit weary as that one, because there's different styles. So if you didn't want to do a horror, it would be harder to portray it off. But at the moment, I'm not too sure whether I want to do storyboarding in our group or not, because we have a variety of groups in our group. We have 3 artists, we have 3 drama students, we have a computer geek, we have 2 photographers, so it's a wide variety. So I'm not too sure if I would want to do it. I prefer to be the computer person, but if all needs be, then I will do it, but it's just a bit difficult to make sure someone can see it, whereas you can draw it and you'd understand what's going on, but to show it to your group, they might not see the same as you can see. So I'm not too sure about that. I'm just hoping to be behind the camera and edit, mainly as I'm taking all ICT lessons. So